The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And not much, maybe a yard after the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
This is taken at the 15.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is caught.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, it's Mitchell.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a diving catch right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw again.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. A give to Cook out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This one caught by Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Lance buying time to his and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell.
And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden, and he is going to have a 49ers first down. He needed 5, he got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Lance going to throw.
Looking for the end zone.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Back to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Block the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And now here's another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise,
can't get away, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And some room to work. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Von Bell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. He gets this one complete to Bowden.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook.
43 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
On the ground, it's Bowden.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
They'll go right back to the Wangu.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
He's back to throw. Smith catches left side.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Niners, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2.